A partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, then that's my dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bear in mind the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not walk with none aligned. My state of mind is to keep a peace for peace of mind. I'm like Malcolm with my piece at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams in my unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined, spring to mind, a state of mind that make it seem this lucky life of mine is pre-designed. And if it is, then thank the Lord, cause that's the mastermind. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Let's get activated, let's get activated. Let's get activated, let's get activated. Creepy in the pocket, let it go, them bullets penetrate. When you in that field, it get real, just stay dedicated. Go.
Put me in the game, I know what to do.
Show me something.
That's another set, cause I be running through it. I set up the play, I'ma make a move.
Audible.
It's gonna be a blitz if I run into you.
Go. When the kick off the bomb, run it back. Hail Mary, pray the feds don't intercept the pack. Familiar with the struggle, look, I'm coming up from scratch. Nothing. Huddle with my pain, then I turned it to some rap. Celebrate. Nothing motivate me more than when I hear the crowd roar. Check my name in the stands, I got drums, I got bands. Same ones that was hating, buying tickets, now they fans. Call a blitz, they don't see you, they gon' tackle your little man. Get em. Let's get activated, let's get activated. Let's get activated, let's get activated. Creepy in the pocket, let it go, them bullets penetrate. When you in that field, it get real, just stay dedicated. Go.
Put me in the game, I know what to do.
Show me something.
That's another set, cause I be running through it. I set up the play, I'ma make a move.
Audible.
It's gonna be a blitz if I run into you.
Go. Pop out, treat this block like an end zone. What? Score, check it. Benji callin' money my ringtone. Hundreds or blue, put her in the friend zone. She turned on more. Ooh. Take one for the team, I do that for my boys. Bread, game.
Time ticking. I'ma give it all until the last minute. Set up the block just for my man, I bet we win it. Go hard or go home, it's survival of the fittest.
Let's get activated, let's get activated. Let's get activated, let's get activated. Creepy in the pocket, let it go, them bullets penetrate. When you in that field, it get real, just stay dedicated. Go.
Put me in the game, I know what to do. That's another set, cause I be running through it. I set up the play, I'ma make a move. It's gonna be a blitz if I run into you.
Never had no money. I've been out here trying to give me away. Ain't nobody help when I was hungry. Fake friends, they just slipping away. Now I got it, so I ball. Man, like every day. Hey. For all the time nobody helped me, said I fall on you. Man, like every day. Hey. Hey. For all the time you dated, man, I fall. Until the day I pass away, I say I fall on you, man, like every day. Man, like every day.
Well, I'll be watching time go by in an icy Cartier. Paper flying like a paper plane. I'm trying to get lost in the mansion like a maze. A money tree will take your stress away. Ball on the like every day. Call me coach, gotta switch up plays. Spend a little money, don't care how it made. Drop top, cool, catch sun rays. Start off without it, gotta get it one day. Doing 200 on the runway. Got a bad chick and she ripping the runway. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Rip out my heart, you're a demon. I get the money for real reason. Why everybody come through unpolitely? I ride around in exotic. Wake me up cause I gotta be dreaming. If only my dogs could see this.
Never had no money. I've been out here trying to give me away. Ain't nobody help when I was hungry. Fake friends, they just slipping away. Now I got it, so I ball. Man, like every day. Hey. For all the time nobody
From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Chargers.
First quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Jadeveon Clowney make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Signed in the offseason, Jadeveon Clowney. Everywhere he goes, people expect to see what we just saw. Him chasing quarterbacks and putting them on the deck. He's been around in this league a number of different places, but in each spot, the expectation is that he may get double-digit sacks.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun, Herbert. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Herbert off of play action. Going deep here for Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
I have to admit, I was impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Mayfield to throw it. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Nick Chubb saw his role kind of diminish in the passing game last year. His receptions went down from 36 to just 16, but let's be fair about this. He missed some time with a knee injury, and he also had Kareem Hunt in the backfield, who absorbed a lot of catches along the way. He's more than capable of adding to their passing game.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Breaks, gets through, and now an opening. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Chargers, nothing. Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Herbert. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Justin Herbert looking comfortable here in season number 2. He looked comfortable in season number 1 for that matter. But what's the game plan for defending and trying to limit him?
Oh, you've asked a really difficult question there, because you're right. Year 1, he looked like a 5-7-year veteran, and he's only going to continue to get better. But with a guy who throws such a pretty ball and has such a great arm, throwing the long ball has got to be a blast for him. He wants to push the ball downfield. Doesn't mean he can't make all the other throws, but I want to take those away first and make him beat me by being accurate and dinking and dunking all the way downfield.
Second and 2.
Check in. Hey, let's get this. Check. Check hot route. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On second down, Eckler. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
3rd and 2, Herbert. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On first down, Justin Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down, Herbert. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Herbert will give this one to Eckler, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Davante Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Justin Hopkins set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Richie James on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
These two teams all tied after 1. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Runs over him. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku.
And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Chubb will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Browns 14, Chargers 7. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this is Cook with the grab. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From just shy of midfield, Herbert throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Again, Herbert.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Second and 5 now. Mayfield.
Got an open man. It's Schwartz.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
From the 22, Mayfield. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Escaping the pressure right toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Mayfield looks to throw. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
They'll give it to Chubb, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Second down and goal. Mayfield under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
130 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 4 yards remain for second down.
Play fake. Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play that time for Cleveland.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going. And we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Chubb. Uses the stiff arm. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
And they get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this second very manageable.
Man, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind?
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Second and 10.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Herbert now. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
He's coming. Check in. Get that quarterback.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Looking deep for Adams. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
156 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
They run it again with Chubb. And he works free. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
Chubb on the counter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And some room to maneuver. Shoves him aside. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play that time out of Chubb. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They go with Chubb on second down, and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
McLaughlin now for the Browns field goal.
And his kick is indeed good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his...
Touchdown, L.A.! Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go.
And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10.
Ain't doing nothing.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Chargers 13. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie Asante Samuel.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
3 quarters in the books.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert.
And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Herbert throwing again. Touchdown! It's complete.
Donald Hill. Touchdown number 8 on the air. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
19. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Mayfield now.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call running left. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
They set up the screen to Chubb. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not one bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the fourth quarter.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. John Johnson with the INT. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Chargers 19. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught. It's Palmer.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
4 yards. That's another.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Touchdown, Chargers! Keenan Allen. Touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
And in this day and age, I would love to play quarterback in the NFL. Wide open offenses, acrobatic receivers. If you're accurate, you're going to have days like this.
And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage. Put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Mayfield off the play fake. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
In a spot where most offenses would just be trying to get to the finish line and close this game out, they're still looking for points here in the final minute of this game. I think bonuses could be gained and attained with maybe more points.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.